All right, good morning and welcome to this week's market preview. So last week we were expecting listeners to continue of the USD, right? Refresh this. So our swing shorts were basically bullish last week, so we were expecting price to come, take out this fractal low, and then push up to the downside, which never happened. And then once price took out this fractal high, which had taken out the previous week's high, that is basically one of the things we look at as a weekly reversal model. We don't trade it, but it basically means we start trading for the week. And of course, if you go to EU after this happened, we basically had a major pullback on all the major foreign currencies. That's EU and GE. All right. So this week, what do we expect? So let's start from the fractal OF. Right, so the fractal OF will still remain bullish. Will still remain bullish. Price broke. The last price movement was to break above this last fractal high, right? So we are still bullish of the fractal OF. So what we'll be expecting of that, we'll expect price to come take out these lows and then push up to the upside. However, via swing shots, we are inconclusive, right? We are inconclusive for the week. Price pushed up, took out previous week's high, but then lacked conviction and then dropped lower. So we had a bearish close, what we call a bearish close. So that is why we are inconclusive. So whenever we are looking at swing shots, we are looking at both price structure, higher highs, higher lows, and then we have a way of determining whether we have a bullish close or a bearish close. So whenever you are trading, you want to build up confluence to help you in taking your trades. All right, so we are basically inconclusive of the swing shots. And then, so when we're inconclusive, like we were this week, what we'll be expecting, we expect a fractal high or a fractal low to be created and then price coming to take it out. And then the first one that was taken out, we then aim to trade in the opposite direction. So here we have this fractal high, fractal low. The first one that was taken out is the fractal high, and we expect to go the opposite direction. All right, so again, we've had this fractal high and then it has been taken out. So off swing shots, we are basically bearish on the USD. So it's going to be an interesting week where we have the two strategies giving us conflicting bias, which has basically reflected the lack of conviction that we had last week in the USD. So this week, before we go into the news events for the week, let's look at our intraday fractal. All right, so on EU, the daily fractal trend is still bearish. There was an attempt made to go above it yesterday, but it was quickly rejected, and then price closed lower. So right now, um, our daily and our H4 are divergent, right? They are not giving us the same thing. So we can't really take any trades off the fractal OF. So whenever we want to take trades off the intraday fractal OF, we want both the daily and the H4 order flow to be in alignment. Then we can just simply look for a sweep of the Asian highs or lows, depending on which direction we are looking to trade in. All right. So, from a news perspective, we have um, the US holidays coming up on Thursday, and then, of course, the big one, NFP, on Friday. All right. So, that is basically what we have for this week. Let's have enjoy the rest of our trading week. Just be careful because Friday will likely bring a whole lot of volatility with if we look at the DXY, the dollar futures, um, we've basically not had major pushes since we had maybe this and this. We've not really had, just been basically trending up, but not with much conviction, right? So I expect that NFP would give us definite move either up or down. So we want to be careful about that. So this will just be waiting for um, our other confirmations, and then we'll be looking for an opportunity to sell USD, and that's basically buy EU and GU. Today, if we see the other confluences we look for. So enjoy the rest of your trading week.